It's your boy Jimmy Blue, Mr. All Access Elite Boxing, reporting live from Grand Prairie, Texas. I'm with one of the best trainers in the world, Robert Garcia from RGBA. How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Listen, brother, we're here. It's a press conference here for Vergil Ortiz Jr., one of your fighters. It's going to be the main event for August the 10th on DAZN, fighting a young, hungry, tough opponent by the name of Antonio Relentless Orozco, who's only been defeated once by one of your fighters, Jose Ramirez. Man, can you talk a little bit about the stylistically the matchup?
Look, Orozco's a great fighter, very talented, very strong physically. I've been in there against him with Jose, and it was a tough fight. It was a really good fight, full of action, and
yes,
that's what he brings. So we expect the same against Vergil, but I just honestly, Vergil's just a very special fighter. Plus, it's a welterweight. With Jose, it was a 140. So at 147, Vergil's a lot stronger and gonna be the bigger man. We're glad to be here in Grand Prairie. It's like for me, for my team, it's like a second home here in Texas. Vergil's his hometown. His hometown. I'm sure the fans are gonna be very proud and happy to have him here for the first time.
But listen, man, you mentioned, with Vergil, you've been working with him now, quite a few camps now. You're seeing him progressing as a fighter. You're seeing him developing. He's only 21 years old, I believe.
21, just turned 21.
From a trainer standpoint, how impressed or how satisfied have you been as far as with his development?
Look, this kid is one of the most dedicated kids in the sport, in my gym for sure. His dad, Vergil Sr., raised him to be great. That's the only thing he has in mind, and his dad did a great job with him, continues to do a great job with him in the gym. He's there every day and help, being part of the, with the training, myself, his dad, and Hector Beltran. They've done a great job. Vergil raised him to be a world champion, and that's the only thing in his mind. And he did a great job throughout, his amateur career, and now, teaming up with me, it only makes it better. I think they've done a great job with boxing. Golden Boys doing their job and making him a superstar. Little by little, this fight's only going to be a step to becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah, you mentioned, look, he fought on the Canelo undercard. A lot of people didn't know this, but he wasn't expected to be the co-main event. It actually fell in his lap, man, but he took advantage of it.
Definitely.
He had that potential fight in New York that didn't happen. However, he's 13-0, 13 knockouts. I mean, this kid has the goods. And when I was speaking to his father mentioned, he's so good at his age, man, that it's difficult for a lot of these world champions or a lot of these top contenders to be willing to even fight him because of the amount of fights that he has. They have a lot to lose. How difficult is it now that he is moving up to 147 and, a lot of the echelon of the top tier of 147 fighters are with, other promoters?
Look, it's not going to be easy. And, because we know Vergil could compete against any of the welterweight champions. I think Vergil could really compete, and I believe Vergil could beat the champions at welterweight. But right now, we're still moving up fight by fight. Golden Boy is doing a great job. Vergil's father, myself, we're taking our time. There's no rush. We don't want to make mistakes that we've seen before with young fighters that are superstars, and at 21 they push them to fight very tough fights. There's no need for that. I think with Vergil, when he becomes a champion, it'll be when the right time is there, maybe a year from now. But we're still gonna be very, very careful with his career, because he's only 21. He could do this for at least another 10 years, and it's really going to be 31. He could do what Canelo's doing right now. He could do what all those superstars are doing. So why rush him? Why even think of challenging the world champions right now? Plus, they're not going to happen anyways, because most of them fight for PBC. So there's no need for that. Right now, fight by fight, make him into a superstar. Get him out there, and when the time comes, he'll be ready to beat anybody.
Well,